foil to Delver in the format.
Right, and red-green aggro gets a lot of neat tools in M13. We don't know what we're going to see yet. There's Matt Hoey on the right, Matt Luis on the left.
Yep. Now, there was a little bit, we should have a little bit of a deck check going on. Matt, so the names are actually switched here.
Right.
So, but Matt Hoey has, I believe, has won the first game. We'll confirm on that.
For which play?
Yeah, there was a game loss for a deck registration error. Worth noting, Matt Hoey, top 8 has been top 8 in 4 Star City Opens. Is also currently the Illinois state champion.
That's right. He's a very accomplished player from the Illinois area. He's pretty well balanced too. He's got 2 standard Open top 8s, 2 Legacy Open top 8s. Matt Luis is the one that received the game loss in the first game. So Matt Hoey will be up a game, and Matt Luis will be on the play, or Lewis will be on the play. He is playing red-green aggro, and so he has some interesting tools at his disposal from the new set. Flint-hoofed boar is one of the cards that's been talked about a little bit recently.
So Flint-hoofed boar is a little interesting. Red-green aggro may have been a deck that's been a little near and dear to me. Long ago in Hawaii, originally our team piloted it as like trying to be a counter to Delver. Flint-hoofed boar is a very interesting card. It certainly is a powerful card for this matchup. The biggest concern is, do you actually have a mountain in this deck to make red-green aggro typically plays a lot like a mono-green deck.
That's true. He's only got 4 mountains. It does not look like he's running Flint-hoofed boar. He is, however, running 3 Thundermaw Hellkite, where he's going to start off real quick here with a turn 2 Strangleroot Geist. This deck can now, basically, with a lot of the additions, act a lot like a deck that can really just play around Day of Judgment. Things with haste and flash, and things like Wolf or Silverheart can add a lot of play to the deck. So you can basically play all haste creatures if you really want to. Matt Hoey led off with an Evolving Wilds. Now, another interesting thing about Matt Hoey's deck is he's running 3 Talrand Sky Summoner. Talrand is the new legendary blue 2/2 for 2 colorless and 2 blue. Whenever you play an instant or sorcery spell, you may put a 2/2 Flying Drake into play.
So let's see, this is the...
this is Quirion Dryad.
And he played it off a Cavern of Souls. Quirion Dryad is an elf, I believe.
No, I think it's just a Dryad.
It's just I believe it's an elf Dryad. Well,
it might be.
Confirm. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is that I believe his cavern is, essentially a colorless land at this point.
Yes. I would agree with that, unless he's playing another Quirion Dryad.
Right. All right, Strangleroot Geist crashes in for 2 more here, so he's going to send Matt down to 16. Remember, the thing about Delver decks is they never truly answer Strangleroot Geist.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just a Dryad, so yeah, Cabinet named Dryad, and he's going to dismember Quirion Dryad, so both players at 16. So Delver never really answers Strangleroot Geist. What it hopes to do is, take 2, he has to race Strangleroot Geist.
Now the thing about Matt's deck, though, is that he does have lots of Drakes from Talrand, and he's got a bigger creature in Quirion Dryad. So
so it's like Talrand is another thing that races Strangleroot Geist.
Here's another Quirion Dryad from Matt.
He's going to, let's start making it bigger. He'll cast
That's
Delver of Secrets.
Delver of Secrets. Matt Hoey has Mental Missteps in the main deck, as well as a Mutagenic Growth to sort of get as many cantrips and
well, the funny part is
spells.
Mutagenic Growth doesn't actually put a counter on Quirion Dryad.
That's true, but it does make a Drake off of Talrand.
Right, I mean,
it saves it from Whip Flare and things like that.
He's got a lot of cards that interact really well with free spells. So as a result, he's playing only 4 Ponder, 3 Thought Scour, all in really similar to it's very similar to the Pike Delver decks, but he has no pikes. Matt actually having no equipment, main or board in his deck.
Now Matt, as I was saying earlier, can sort of play around Day of Judgment entirely. He can play flash creatures.
Matt chooses to block the Strangleroot Geist with Delver's Secrets.
That is very interesting. I'm not sure what the plan is there.
Curious play. I feel like he has something in store, he's a strong enough player, but I don't see it.
He doesn't have any Phantasmal Images in the main, so that's not the plan. As I was saying about Matt's deck,
and another Dismember is going to get fired off. So Matt Lewis actually only has 2 Dismembers in his deck, but he's cast both of them here. And once again, leaving Hoey without a board presence.
As I was saying about Matt's deck, you can basically play around Day of Judgment entirely with haste creatures like Hell Rider, Flint Hoof Boar, Strangleroot Geist, Thundermaw Hellkite, flash creatures like Wolfer Avenger, and things that can have pseudo haste, a lot like Wolfer Silverheart. Which gives is like 4 power.
Right. So of those cards, he's not actually.
He's not running a lot of them.
He's not running a lot of those.
He's running 4 Land Royals, 4 Birds of Paradise, 4 Strangleroot Geist, as per usual. He's running the usual 4 Hunt Masters.
I think what you're saying is it's very similar to like a Fires deck. Whereas,
yes.
Sorcery Speed kill spells really were weak against Fires because essentially it was still like this burn deck. And casting Wolf Run goes a long way, which he hasn't played now, toward making his deck play like a Fires deck.
So it looks like Matt's probably going to go for a Hunt Master here.
I think he's just running the.
Or is he just running the? Oh, okay.
So that'll make it a 4 damage, about 4 damage hit.
All right.
He's passing the turn, leaving a green up, which
I don't see any use for that 1 green mana. He does have 3 Rankers in his deck.
Right.
A Ranker, another exciting reprint. Matt stuck on 3 now.
Yeah, Matt really. That's that Delver trade, which I'm still a little skeptical of. Lewis has recouped the damage there. So he'll just keep pushing the Strangleroot Geist. Strangleroot Geist is a really strong card in this matchup. Because of Delver's inability to really ever kill the thing. Though, you are right, a lot of the cards go a long way toward it in Hoey's deck. He's going to
Gut Shot
it.
And Snapcaster Mage Gut Shot.
So gut shot, Snapcaster, gut shot. A large life investment there, but it gets it off the board, and it does time walk him because he used the Castle Wolf Run.
Also at end of turn, Matt is going to Thought Scour himself.
Getting Hinterland Harbor Island.
Not what he wanted.
Unfortunate of those 3 cards that was the way it worked out.
He did snap a Ponder off the top there, so he's going to be able to search for some more mana.
He's going to cast Taxium
Probe. All right.
So let's see, Lewis's hand. Looks like we have a land. Looks like we have a
land of some kind.
And I can't tell the rest of it. It's a little off camera.
You will notice that we do have a new layout. We have a new interface with our live coverage that you get to see more of the screen. You get slightly more information. You can see our names on the bottom as well as the Twitter bird on the bottom. Lots of information.
Second cavern come down. This is going to.
They'll probably name
human
Merfolk.
Now Talrand is a Merfolk, correct?
Talrand is a Merfolk.
He already has the double blue for Talrand, so I'm going to guess that named human to threaten an end step Snapcaster, Thought Scour, or Snapcaster something. He does not have. What's interesting about Hoey's deck is by playing this, he does not. Cards he's not playing is Geist of St. Trapp.
Yes.
Not in his deck.
He's hoping for Quirion Dryad to be the trump for that, as well as Talrand.
Right. So that trade-off is a little more. That's I think is the biggest. You're talking about is blue-green Delver great? So he's had 2 Quirion Dryads dismembered this game. That fate wouldn't have happened to Geist of St. Trapp. So I think right now it makes me think that maybe it's not as good. Now, actually, what's interesting is he's probably naming Wizard with Cavern of Secrets.
Right, because Talrand and Snapcaster Mage and Delver of Secrets, right?
Yes, Delver of Secrets is also Wizard. So actually, Wizard is probably... looking at his deck, my guess would be that Wizard and Dryad are the only 2 things he'll name off Cavern of Souls in this deck.
Out of the sideboard, he does have Thrag Tusks, so maybe
Talrand
there's Talrand.
And he went for a Galvanic Blast on Talrand, which is a 2/2, correct?
Which is a 2/2.
Matt Hoey mental missteps it, gets a Drake.
Wow.
Really strong play.
Not looking great for Matt Lewis. He is going to play another Strangleroot Geist, and this is where the strength of Talrand is going to come in again.
This is where Delver is just such a cool deck. How Lewis had a board, and Matt Hoey gets him to tap out, make a 2/1, untap, make 4 more powers. I'm like, wait, this game was going so well. Now he does have to watch out for here is that this casting Wolf Run, like in the Fires deck sense, is very threatening here.
Matt's only at 6. He did take a lot of damage early from that first Strangleroot Geist, and then took the 4 from Gut Shot.
So he can't die here, so he has to trade off the Drake. Matt needs a Vapor. If he has a Vapor Snag next turn, he's probably very safe here. And they'll go for the whole. Wolf Run it all the way. That's I think the trample's over for 2, I believe, or 1. We'll check.
We'll get the official.
Depending on how many more instants Hoey has, though, this round could just bury the game.
Yep, he's getting to untapped with the Talrand. Yep, there's another one. This was a lot of the talk before the tournament of like just how powerful Talrand can end up being, because you have so many just little tiny ticky-tack spells that you can...
Delver's already doing that.
Yeah, the Delver's already doing it. Not to mention, Thought Scour and Mental Misstep and Gutshot are instant speed Drakes.
Right. I mean, the result of Talrand is really
yeah, if you get to untap with Talrand, it's very difficult to lose. Matt is going to be able to set up another Drake on top, most likely, or a land if he needs it.
He's going to choose to shuffle.
Yeah, he's going to choose to shuffle here, probably because he didn't have the land that he wanted. One of the more interesting things about this version to me is that you don't really want to leave Mana Leak open mana with this version. Like, you have them, but he's only running 3.
Mana Leak's really fallen out of favor. The biggest decks in Standard right now are Strangleroot Geist decks, Delver of Secret decks, and Gravecrawler decks. And Mana Leak is not good in any of those matchups.
Right.
It's good against Ramp, but they do play Cavern. It's good against control decks, but...
In addition, you don't really want to be leaving Mana Leak open, because if you don't play anything, then you don't get to make a Drake. You don't get to put a counter on your Korean Dryad.
Right.
You'd much rather play proactive things.
You'd rather snap a Thought Scour on your end step. There's many other things you'd rather do with your mana. So we'll see another Drake coming from Hoey with this Ponder. What he's looking for, I imagine, is a Vapor Snag. That's
another Talrand.
He needs to make sure he lives, which actually he can do here just by like making enough Drakes.
Well, it's going to be tough because he can pump for 5.
Right, so it's an 8 mana, 8, it's a trample of 8.
Yeah.
So the thing is right now Matt has to throw 3 creatures in front of Strangleroot Geist, which kind of impedes his own ability to attack.
Yeah.
So like I said, if he can find a Vapor Snag, it's great, he's won. I don't think he actually has another untapped blue, so if he has neither the Snag nor the island, he can't actually set this up. That's almost certainly what he's looking for. A Vapor Snag, and he can't really lose. He's had 2 Ponders to find it. That's 6 cards out of a 50, 3 and 3 again out of a 60 card deck. He's about 50-50 to find a Vapor Snag there.
Right. And Matt's not in a great position, but it's not like he's in a miserable position either. It's just really dependent on what the top of his deck is. Matt sort of has his plan on the table. Matt's got the Kessie Wolf run, and that's the plan for the time being.
Well, I mean, if Lewis has another Strangleroot Geist, there's so many things he's dead to then. Otherwise,
yeah,
another Strangleroot Geist. If those Drakes had haste, it appears that Hoey has one of mutagenic growth in his hand, which would actually make this lethal. He doesn't have that. He can trade off I think he's drawn another Talrand, but that's also not really well. Again, not how he wants to be spending his mana.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Right now, the problem is there's so many cards in Lewis's deck that are live for him. There's so many cards that make him win in this board state. Matt, like, really just wishing he had a card like Angel's Mercy. Or something.
Exactly.
Some way to gain just a little bit of life
Safe passage.
would be excellent.
Which is now also legal in M13 as a foil to Bonfire of the Damned, although I haven't seen it.
This thing is curious. It suggests that Matt has a trick, which he does. Which he doesn't, actually.
Yeah, I don't know what... this is sort of a desperation move, I think. Hoping Matt does not...
Well, Lewis has to... I mean, does he have a Snapcaster Mage? Because the Snapcaster Mage... Okay, one more land makes this lethal through a potential Snapcaster Mage. It can trample... We have a 9... 1, 2, 3. No, we have an 8 power trample, so if he has a Snapcaster into play. Mutagenic Growth doesn't actually do any... Okay, it makes a Drake.
It makes a Drake and pumps a Drake. Okay, so that does help. He's going to triple block the Strangleroot Geist.
Yeah, but they're all gonna...
8 power and 8 toughness. They're all going to trade away, but you know what? He was going to do that anyway, those spells. So may as well get some value out of it. So it's basically like each of his spells...
for 4 that actually will leave one of them alive. But with Lewis, I would have tried to kill them all. Yeah, I think Lewis miscounted by 1.
Yeah, I think he did. Three, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
I mean, Lewis left of the mana up to recast Birds of Paradise, right. Exactly. But
in either case, Lewis was not going to win this game
here without,
And that's the game. So Matt Hoey
wins 2 games to 0 over Matt Lewis. The blue-green Delver Very, very close game there.
Yeah, showcasing the power of Talran Sky Summoner there.
He made 4 Drakes over the course of that game. It was really impressive.
Extremely powerful. So that might be the next evolution of Delver.
Maybe. I think the Talran part I'm really excited about. I don't know about the Quirion Dryad part yet. I think the Quirion Dryad is a really powerful part of the strategy, and I'm really excited to see how well Matt Hoey does with it today.
Yeah.
I'd love to, maybe if he does well enough, maybe we'll get him in here to talk about it. Giving up Geist to St. Trap is a really big investment.
Same with